Astrologer Wonder Girl, and I'm here to give you your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, July 17th to Monday, July 24th. Now what we got going on this week for you, Scorpio, is a new moon right here in your 10th house of career. All right, now this is a huge new moon indicating new beginnings coming for you in your career, in your reputation, your social standing, your life direction, things like that. This is a big new moon because it is conjunct Mars, making us, more motivated to move forward on your career, on some things that are important to you in that way, also bringing more passion, more excitement in a lot of ways to what's going on here. This is also the first new moon that we've got in Leo since the North Node moved in here earlier this year as well, and it's in the same sign that the solar eclipse is going to happen next month too. So I think there's been major, things that you've been wanting in your career, in your life direction, in your reputation, how people see you in the world, that you've really been working towards trying to manifest. Things like that hasn't quite been happening for you, perhaps in the way that you would like. And I think this week, especially at the end of this week, when this new moon really happens on like Saturday and Sunday, you're going to finally feel like you can start to step into this new career, this new life direction, and to really feel, like things perhaps are starting to fall into place a little bit more, okay? So I think that is a very good sign. I think you're also starting to think a little bit more seriously as well about your career, about where your career is going, because we do have Mercury conjunct the North Node here in your 10th house. Okay, so a lot of communication there, a lot of thought. I think this thought is going to be serious because it is in a trine here with Saturn in your 2nd house of money. I think you want to figure out how you can have a career that brings the income to you, that brings income, that helps you become more financially stable in some way. I think you also want a career that better uses your gifts and your talents and your skills in some way. You want to move forward into a direction in life where you feel like you have more to offer and can offer to people moving forward. And I think you want to be able to commit to a financial situation, commit to your gifts and talents and skills that can really help you live the life you want, move up in the world, do things like that. And I think this new beginning is really going to help bring more of that to you, okay, in some way. I don't know if you're going to be super happy or if it's going to be super easy for you with your career and with where it's going, because it is in a slight square here with your sun, meaning you might have to try a little bit harder to integrate some new beginning in your career into your identity in some way. But I think you might be okay because it is happening right here at 0 degrees Leo, kind of in Cancer, which may not be too bad for you. So just keep that in mind. You may have to really work to integrate this new beginning in your career into your identity into a way that can bring you some money and some resources that it is that you want, okay? Before we get there though, to that part of the week, which happens at the very, very end, we do have some interesting things happening early on. That's because we do have Mars and the Sun finishing out in Cancer in your 9th house of something new, making a square over here to Uranus. And Uranus is in your 6th house of like your job and your daily routines. I think there's perhaps something unexpected that's going to come up for you in your job, at your daily routines in some way that you're then going to have to figure out how to do something new with it, how to get more adventure and do something more exciting and bring some good things to you kind of from this unexpected thing that is happening for you at your job. I think that you really want to do something new, you want to do something exciting, you want to bring, just some new energy into your life here, and it may be a little challenging for you to figure out how it is that you can do this new thing in a way that is solid, in a way that is stable, in a way that works with your job and your daily routines in some way to go ahead and do that. I also think there may be some confusion or a little bit hurt as well about what makes you happy. Maybe you feel like some unexpected thing that's happened in your job or in your daily routines may not make you as happy as you want it to be, or maybe you're a little uncertain about it in some way. I think you don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I think you just got to push through it. Any uncomfortableness you feel about whether or not something is going to be good for you or whether or not you're going to enjoy it, I think you're going to be fine. You just have to overcome some of these fears that you feel about manifesting something that you truly enjoy. Okay, I think that's going on. While that's happening, we do have Venus as well in your 8th house of some kind of deep changes or some kind of ending or beginning that's going on in your life, making a trine over here to Jupiter in your 12th of like your insides and your internal stuff. So I think you're really trying to make some changes in your life and or begin something so it is that you can be more comfortable in life, have the life that you want, be more at peace with yourself in some way. I think you're going to be able to make some of these changes that you need to move forward to do some of these things. Or I think you at least need to realize that some of these changes that are going on in your life are good for you, are going to bring you in the right direction. situation, you know, are going to bring you more peace in your life and that kind of thing, and to just sit still and wait for it. You could also be confused as well about what's going to make you happy, about where it's going. I think you want to be happy, you want to find more joy in your life and things like that. And I think you got to realize that you're okay. You know, you're going to find the happiness and the joy that it is that you want. You just got to let these new things come into your life, or you got to let some of these things go so that it is that you can be happy, and so that you can have some of those things and really move forward in your career in some way and move up in the world. All right, now your card for the week is the Ten of Cups reversed. I think what this indicates is that you want to feel safe, you want to feel secure, you want to feel loved, you want to feel like you've got the support system around you, the home, the family, that kind of thing. I think this week going to be a little hard for you to feel supported, to feel loved, to feel like you're cared for in some way. And I think you gotta, you know, push through it in some way. You got to realize sometimes you got to end, begin, you got to make some changes in your life. You got to experience some of these hard feelings so that you can finally reach that and go to the other side of that experience and find the support and love that you want. I think you also have to realize that you can nurture yourself through this situation, all right? And you can be the support system that you need moving forward, and you don't always have to rely on everyone else to do that for you, okay? So that's what I got for you this week. Thank you so much for watching your horoscope. If you liked it, please like it on Facebook, like it on YouTube, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.